Well, good morning and welcome to Edmonton Strathcona. Welcome to the Old Strathcona Farmers Market, and a special thank you to our friends at the side door for hosting us today. It's farmers market season, by the way, and it is in fact one of the most magnificent parts of Edmonton, hanging out at this market on a weekend. I'm joined here today by my neighboring MLA. Edmonton-Goldbar is just over there. Marlin Schmidt, the MLA for Edmonton-Goldbar, and a champion for affordability, a champion for everyday people in Alberta, and I'm thrilled that he was able to come with us today. We're nestled here on the south banks of the North Saskatchewan River, and of course in a place where people have been gathering for so very long. And you know, the reason that people gathered on the banks of this river was because it was an abundant place for food. It's where the water is. It's where people were able to hunt and fish and trade and trap. And now, of course, we face an affordability crisis in this province. We know that in Calgary, 1 in 3 families are struggling with food security. In this rich place, 1 in 3 families in that city don't have enough to eat every month. We know that this is a serious challenge for Albertans across the affordability spectrum. And it's no secret that Albertans are struggling. People are working hard. They're making tough budgeting choices, and yet they're still falling behind. Food prices have surged. Albertans are being squeezed at the checkout every time they visit the grocery store. And I hear this constantly. People making hard choices, moms who don't buy grapes for their kids anymore because they're just too expensive. We shouldn't be living in a society where grapes are only for the wealthy. How is this possible? How does this happen? Part of it is because Danielle Smith and this UCP government are distracted by separatism and the wrong priorities. They spent the last 5 days screaming about whether music tents should be allowed an hour later on a Wednesday night. But they do nothing about affordability. They do nothing about grocery prices. They have the wrong priorities. While the cost of your everyday essentials has skyrocketed, they've done absolutely nothing to address it. Nothing to address grocery prices, nothing to help Albertans with food affordability, nothing to help Albertans with affordability in general. Alberta's New Democrats, on the other hand, are focused on you. You deserve a government that will take action to reduce your cost of living. You deserve a government that will take action to make life more affordable. And that's why we've announced the Alberta Affordability Agenda, our first set of commitments to keep money in your pocket with more to come. But part one of that is to actually do something to make your groceries more affordable. And to provide a few more details on our plan for grocery affordability, I'll turn things over to Marlin Schmidt. As I mentioned earlier, Marlin has been, in his entire political life, Marlin has been a champion for working people, a champion for people every single day. And right now in this crisis, every single day in our caucus, Marlin remains a champion for affordability and reducing the cost of living. Marlin?
Thank you very much, Naheed. I truly believe that there is absolutely no reason that that everyday Albertans who work hard should struggle to feed their families. We live in the best province in the best country in the whole world, and the choices that people are being forced to make because of skyrocketing grocery prices are absolutely unacceptable. The Alberta NDP's affordability agenda is a practical plan that includes clear commitments to tackle grocery affordability. First, we're going to create an independent grocery watchdog. This watchdog would monitor and track food price trends, review complaints, and provide regular public reporting. Most importantly, the watchdog will provide transparency to Albertans on food pricing to ensure that prices are fair and not driven by anti-competitive practices or hidden markups. Second, we're going to abolish all anti-competition grocery store covenants. Now, I know that covenants can be a bit confusing, but essentially, they allow the big grocery chains who are closing a store to block any future competing grocery store from opening on that location. This includes smaller shops like bakeries, butchers, farmers markets, which creates food deserts and creates community-level monopolies. More grocery competition will increase market access, provide more options to Albertans, and ultimately lower prices. Third, we are going to introduce shrinkflation laws. We will require transparent labeling on products to tackle shrinkflation when manufacturers charge you the same price for less product. That box of macaroni is not getting lighter because pasta weighs less. It's getting lighter because there's less pasta in the box. All of these measures are a start to addressing grocery affordability, food bank usage, and to help you keep money in your pockets.
Thanks, Marlin. These programs that we're highlighting today are proven. They work in different jurisdictions, and every time we raise them with Premier Smith and the UCP government, we're told everything is fine. The Premier has spent the last 6 months telling us there is no affordability crisis, that Albertans are doing just fine. There is no reason to reduce the gas tax, for example. Now, of course, after we issued our affordability agenda, suddenly the Premier said she's going to fix affordability by giving every adult $100. How many grapes is that going to buy? Ultimately, we need more systemic answers to this. And we are able to do these things that have been proven in other jurisdictions to actually work. So, while Danielle Smith and this UCP government have been distracted by separatism and the wrong priorities, Alberta's NDP is focused on you. We've said it before and we'll say it again. You deserve a government focused on your priorities and a government that actually makes an effort to help you, a government that actually takes action to make your life more affordable. And the Alberta New Democrats will be that government. Happy to take questions.
All right, everyone, thank you very much for joining us this morning. I see there are a number of people who have joined us online. Just a reminder, if you have a question that you want to ask, just raise your hand. We're going to start with questions in the room, which I don't believe, City, CTV, you're both good? Okay, and doing a last call for questions online. Seeing none, thank you everyone for joining us this morning.
I like this idea of early morning pressers. No
Pressers,
questions.
yeah. and please mind how you go.
Thank you.